The rumors swirling around NRG Stadium lately had every Texans fan holding their breath, wondering if our championship window was about to be slammed shut. As an insider who covers this team daily, I know how much pride we take in seeing our homegrown stars succeed under the bright lights of Houston. But today, the uncertainty ends because we finally have the definitive word from the front office that settles the score. Before we dive into why this matters for our Super Bowl dreams, please subscribe to stay updated. Thanks. Nico Collins is not going anywhere, and the message from the organization could not be louder or more clear to the rest of the league. During the 2026 NFL draft cycle, reports started to surface that rival teams were calling to see if the star wideout was available for a potential trade, because his current contract runs through 2027, and other receivers are getting massive paydays. Many thought there might be a crack in the foundation. However, Nick Caserio took the microphone and completely shut down every single rumor with a level of fire we rarely see from the front office. Our general manager didn't just say no, he told anyone reporting a trade to shove it, reinforcing that his number one target is staying right here in Houston. This situation started because other teams saw an opportunity to capitalize on a contract that looks like a bargain right now. When you look at the landscape of the league, guys like Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase are resetting the market with deals worth over $40 million a year. Meanwhile, our top receiver is playing on a deal that averages about half of that amount, making him the most valuable asset on the entire roster behind our quarterback. The league noticed this discrepancy and thought the Texans might be hesitant to pay the upcoming bill, but Nick Caserio ended that speculation instantly. He understands that you don't build a winning culture by shipping away the players who helped you turn this franchise around in the first place. For fans who have watched this team through the lean years, seeing this commitment to a true star is exactly what we needed to hear. The report from Jordan Schultz confirmed that teams were indeed calling, but those calls were met with a brick wall. We have seen 3 straight seasons of elite production from the perimeter, and losing that kind of reliability would have been a catastrophic step backward for the development of the offense. By keeping the group together, the front office is signaling that they are all in on winning a ring right now. There is no more guessing and no more worrying about draft picks in exchange for proven talent. Our roster is strong and ready to win it all. The primary playmaker for this offense has transformed the way the team attacks opposing defenses over the last few seasons. This physical specimen on the outside provides a massive target that makes life incredibly easy for the quarterback when the pocket starts to collapse. He possesses a rare combination of size and speed that allows him to win contested catches against the best cornerbacks in the AFC South. When you watch the film, you see a player who isn't just catching passes, but he is fundamentally changing how coordinators have to scheme against us. If a defense decides to double-team the explosive threat, it opens up the middle of the field for the tight ends and the running game to thrive. His presence in the huddle brings a level of confidence that radiates through the entire locker room because everyone knows he can break a game open at any moment. For 3 consecutive years, this athlete has eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark, proving that he is one of the most consistent forces in professional football today. Even when he missed a few games due to minor injuries, his impact upon returning was immediate and undeniable. The chemistry he has developed with the young signal caller is the foundation of the entire franchise's future success. They seem to have a shorthand communication where the ball is often in the air before the receiver even makes his break. This kind of connection is impossible to replace through the draft or free agency, which is why the decision to keep him is so vital. Beyond the statistics, he brings a veteran leadership that helps guide the younger players on the depth chart. He shows them how to prepare, how to run precise routes, and how to stay humble while performing at an all-pro level. Having a cornerstone like this allows the coaching staff to be aggressive in their play calling, knowing they have a safety net who will come down with the football in high-pressure situations. We are talking about a player who has earned every bit of respect he gets from his peers. Keeping him in a Houston uniform ensures that the offensive identity remains dangerous and unpredictable for years to come. It is a win for the fans and our entire team. This decision is really about one simple thing, and that is making sure this team wins more games this year. If the front office had decided to trade away their best pass catcher, the offense would have taken a massive step backward immediately. You cannot expect a rookie or a cheap free agent to step in and produce at the same level as a multi-time Pro Bowler. By standing firm, the team is telling the fans that they care more about trophies than they do about saving money or gathering draft picks. This move keeps the offense explosive and keeps the pressure on our division rivals like the Colts and the Jaguars. When we have our top target on the field, the quarterback feels safe and the scoreboard keeps moving. Without him, we would see more punts, more 3-and-outs, and a lot more frustration from the fans in the stands. It also makes the job easier for the head coach because he doesn't have to reinvent the wheel every week. He knows he can count on a big play when the game is on the line in the fourth quarter. Keeping this talent in the building also helps the defense because a high-scoring offense keeps the other team playing catch-up. This creates a cycle of winning that builds momentum throughout the long season. If the team had traded him, it would have sent a terrible message to the rest of the players. It would have told them that even if you play great and do everything right, you might still get shipped away for a profit. Instead, by keeping him, the team is showing loyalty to the people who produce on the field. This builds a strong bond in the locker room that helps players fight through the tough moments in December and January. We want to see our stars retire in a Texans jersey, and this is a major step toward making that happen. It keeps the fans excited and keeps the stadium full because we know we have a real chance to compete with the best teams in the league. Winning is easier when you keep your best players. Let's look at the two paths this situation could take as we move closer to the start of the season. In the best-case scenario, the front office and the players sit down and hammer out a new contract extension very soon. This would eliminate any remaining distractions and allow the entire team to focus purely on football. If they get a deal done, he will likely continue his dominance and perhaps even set new career highs in yards and touchdowns. We could see him lead the league in receiving, while helping the team secure a top seed in the playoffs. The energy at NRG Stadium would be electric as fans celebrate their star staying home for the long haul. It would be a fairy tale ending to a stressful off-season. But we also have to consider the alternative path where things get a bit more difficult. If a new deal isn't reached, there is always a risk that the player becomes unhappy with his compensation. We have seen other stars around the league sit out of practice or lose their focus when they feel undervalued. While he has been a true professional so far, the pressure of seeing other players make double his salary can weigh on anyone. If he isn't fully committed or if a lingering injury pops up, the offense could struggle to find its rhythm. We saw what happened in the past when the team lacked a true number one threat, and it wasn't pretty for the fans to watch. The stakes are incredibly high because our championship window is open right now. We cannot afford to waste a year of our quarterback's prime because of a contract dispute with his favorite target. The tension will remain until that pen hits the paper on a new extension. Every game that goes by without a deal adds a little bit more pressure to the situation. We all want to see him happy and paid, but we also want to see him catching touchdowns in a Texans uniform. The front office has made their stance clear, but now they have to follow through. It is the future of our great football franchise. At the end of the day, keeping a superstar in Houston is always the right move for a team trying to win it all. Nick Caserio made a bold statement by defending his player and shutting down the trade rumors so aggressively. It shows that the Texans are no longer a team that gets bullied or manipulated by league chatter. We have our guy, we have our identity, and we are ready to compete at the highest level. But the work isn't finished until a new contract is signed and the future is secured. Be honest with me, do you think the Texans should pay him $40 million a year to match the top of the market, or is that too much for our salary cap to handle? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below because this is the biggest decision facing our team right now. If you love the Texans as much as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a breaking update on our quest for a championship. Together, we are H-Town strong. See you soon.